Well, hello and welcome. You are watching Gmodism. We are back into the depth, from the depth. And today we're going to do best of 3. The AoG Fred class Battlecruiser versus the Stronghold. And the Fred, it's 700k materials, and the Stronghold is 1.4 million, as you might know if you look here. 1.4 million. It's an expensive boy. And Captain Scoobyrocks, who is a commissioned officer in the army of Gmodism, which means he's supporting us every month, and we are super thankful for that. So thanks a lot once again to Captain Scoobyrocks for supporting the channel. It really helps me out to make more videos for you and be more consistent and stuff like that. And about that, I'm sorry for the lack of content this week. I had to do some other stuff, so I couldn't really find some time to record and stuff like that. But on the bright side, the more people who will support the channel in the future, I hope, if you can and are willing to do so, well, then look at the Patreon page, see what perks are in it for you, and see if you think it's a fair deal or not. In any case, that said, I think we should be checking into this little thing here. So, we're also gonna take this little opportunity to release Lieutenant Asteria's Flygfisk. And Flygfisk is also part of the Army of Gmodism second chapter Frontier Fleet, because the first chapter Frontier Fleet was annihilated in my last try against the Nether. And I'm going to play through the Nether, and we're going to go through the Nether using our Army of Gmodism second chapter Frontier Fleet, which is our new build-up of fleet who is not going to be annihilated. And the Flygfisk is a patrol diver. So this is a diving patrol boat. It has some area of the radar dishes are hidden here, but there are a few of them there, and they're hidden. It's a pretty cheap system, 14,000 materials. I don't know if you think that's pretty cheap, but it basically flies and dives. It's pretty hard to hit, detects the area, and doesn't require any fuel. It's completely powered by, well, what it has. First I wanted to have ion thrusters, but I realized that having both propellers and thrusters is actually cheaper and more material efficient. So that's what we're doing. So it basically dives and flies to evade, you know, any detection, missiles, stuff like that. Against submarines, they're probably not going to be able to hit it with its torpedoes. And against flying things, they may shoot some missiles and they will end up in the water, and, you know, we might be safe. So Crams, of course, is pretty safe from Crams. But anyways, this is a patrol diver, and we are sitting inside of here right now, as you can see. And we made it for Lieutenant Asteria. So of course, for our lieutenants, we make really small projects. If you are willing to support us as a lieutenant, and we're very thankful. So, special thanks to Asteria, of course. You can download the patrol diver in the description too, if you want to check it out for yourself a little bit. We made a little building video of it before. Now, we should be going to... We're going to go through the Fred here a little bit quickly. We, of course, walked through it at the last building episode of it. But this is the best of 3, so we're just gonna check out one of the requests. So basically, a little bit quickly, Captain... okay, let me go back here a little bit. So, when people become a commissioned officer in the Army of Gmodism, I will basically say that, okay, what game are you interested in? So, of the things we'll build stuff in. And Captain Scoobyrocks said that, yes, very nice, I like From the Depth, so I would like you to build a large ship in From the Depth, and because the classes kind of decide the size, and Captain Scoobyrocks is a captain, of course, so that means a larger ship like this, 700k. This is a pretty compact design though, but it is built for speed, so that's why. And then we basically had some kind of wishes, like basically it's going to be APS, Advanced Projectile System based, So we have an APS-based system, and we have crams as backups. I first wanted to have diff APS as backups, but he prefers crams as backups, our captain, so we did that. We have AA crams as backups here. We have vertical launch missiles, because that was also a request, having some missiles as backup systems too. So we have some cram mortars here as well. We do have our mixed bag little Type N APS, and it shoots, well, it shoots loads of things, and we can check the intakes. We have an armor piercing frag EMP mix. We have, we have a squash head. We have a disruptor conduit to deal with shields, and we have a pretty penetrating heat shell too. So that's the mix-up in this party mix. We have 3 of these turrets together with the Army of Gmodism 67mm dome. And I chose 67mm because I designed a water bottle that looks like an ammo shell, and I thought it was funny, and you can actually buy it if you want to. And support the channel at the same time. So that's cool. Right. And in the front here we have some more VLMs, we have some vertical launch anti-missile missiles, we have a guy chilling, and we have some detection, and we have loads of cool stuff. So let's pitch this into battle and check out how it fares. And this costs 700k, 700 and what is it, 14k, and the stronghold, it costs, well, once again 1,404,000. So half the materials we basically have to deal with. So let us go indeed. Are you gonna collide here? No? Yes? Ooh, that's, oh my god. Why did you do that? Anyways, let's move on. And again, you can download both of these ships in the description if you want to have a look at that, and the one that disappeared, please do so. Well, let's start this little best of 3 battle and see if the Army of Gmodism Fred-class Battlecruiser can indeed beat the Stronghold. Alright then, let the battle begin. Let's just check out our forces here. Here we have the Fred, and I have lined them up with the nose forwards towards the enemy, as I have done in earlier tournaments and stuff like that. And maybe I'll change this, maybe I will line up one-siders with the side towards the enemy, but for the sake of consistency, this is how I'm lining him up right now. So of course the Stronghold does have an advantage, as this is a front-sider. Here we can see this malicious fox thing sitting here, trying to, just wanting to kill us. Very evil indeed. While these cat things, because I think these are cat things. Are these slave cat things? What do they have around their necks? This one is passed out. I imagine this is a fox, but maybe it's just the color. Anyways, or it's a squirrel. Listen, I don't know. In any case, the Fred has a disadvantage, and let's just make the battle happen. All right, first volley is coming in there. Ooh, big volley. Bam! What happened here? We got some substantial damage to the front, but nothing deep it seems. Alright. We are popping in shells, the automatic cannons are going full force. The mortars have aimed in towards the enemy. We are lining up the armored side towards the enemy, because remember, one side is basically not very much armored. The torpedoes are in the water here. Oh, the lambs are helping too. Oh man, it's getting through. No way, it got through. I shouldn't be so surprised. But Wow, okay, we got one of the torpedoes, but this is a deep hole, as you can see. The anti-torpedo system and one of the diff CWIS, or like diff anti-torpedo defenses, are actually compromised. So let's see what damage we can do. The stronghold is at 96%. The Fred is behind with 0. Oh no, not anymore. They are on very equal terms anyways. Here we can see we have an array of sandblasting measures on the Fred class Battlecruiser, as Scoobyrocks has indeed named it. So let's see. It's blasting and blasting. We are dropping some shells here. What's happening? We can see the shields really help the stronghold a lot here. But it's kind of... It's just staying here. It's keeping its distance. But it's down to 92%. Right. Let us... Sorry. I wanted to follow that volley. Let's zoom in here. See, the lambs are dealing with that volley. I don't think it got through much. We're still at the same health. Mortars are popping and popping. The lambs are zapping and zapping. And the crams, they are, I don't know, booming and booming. Oh, we are on a shallow part of the nether map. I always kind of randomize the location. And you need to set the location, by the way, when you start the custom battle, because if you don't, then you basically will spawn at the edge of the map, the Origo, and then you will get like infinite deepness sometimes, and it just looks weird. It's just weird. Alright, so these anti-missiles, they are actually amphibious, so you can see they're homing in on the torpedoes here, but they would actually home in on something else if they could too. The kinetic CWIS, it's firing there. I think the flak CWIS system is already offline. Oh, we can see it's slowing down here, okay. And the medium ones pop in. Some smaller ones too. Bam, they are gone. Ooh, the Battlecruiser Fred is really shedding some blocks here. We're opening up. Oh no, you can see the lamb system inside of here. Our lambs are now compromised. That's real bad. And for some reason, the AI has freaked out. What are we doing? We have a catastrophic angle towards the enemy here. Do we not have a detection? We do have a tracking signal on the stronghold. I do wonder why it's turning the wrong side towards the enemy. This is a mystery. I never seen this happen. So, I'm going to build a new battleship to beat the Ragnarok, and for that I'm thinking I may need to delve a little bit into breadboard, because obviously there are some serious problems with from the depth built in AI systems. And it seems to me that the devs are not really intent on even fixing that for the time of being. Oh man, oh no. Wow, we got a real bad hit on our weak side. One of our main propellers are gone. Okay. Ooh, this turret is hanging on a thin line there. It's just one little stone beam protecting the beam from actually keeping it on place. Oh yeah, so the devs doesn't seem to wanna fix the really bad AI. Because this is a right-sider. This should never turn the left side towards the enemy, and I frankly haven't seen it do that before either. Fortunately, we do have some armor on the wrong side of the ship, because of course we will anticipate that sometimes we just show the wrong side towards the enemy. Ooh, I wonder if not the case is so that for some weird, like, no, because if, no, I thought for a moment here, is one of the AIs kind of dead? Is one of the AIs not there anymore? And that it switched to kind of the last resort AI to point the other side at the enemy in hopes that we got better health? Because I may have set it up that way. Hard to remember everything you do. But anyways, that's a little bit of a mystery. And it's really strange that it keeps the left side towards the enemy, because the Fred is pretty maneuverable. And we can see we have some VLMs still online, and if you're new, that's vertical launch missile. A lazy to-go stop for any ship, any weapon. You can do VLMs. It's good against everything except submarines. The stronghold is in a pretty sorry state though. As you can see, it doesn't have a lot of weapon systems online. So, you know, the stronghold does have some problems here, yes, but it's at 77%, and the Fred is at 89%. Oh, and it finally maneuvered around to point the right side against the enemy. You know, my only theory, except that the AI is clunky, is that it was set to a little deeper maneuver depth, and to not risk of getting stranded, it had to maneuver out of that shallow area. Because now you can see the Type N's mixed bag autocannons, they are online. We got the AoG dome, 67 millimeters. Yeah, like the water bowl. It's funny because, you know. Anyways, I don't know if you think that's funny. I think it's pretty hilarious, but maybe I'm just strange. In any case, that's what I did. The dome, 67mm dome, and the Vigoletta Marksman 5, also 67mm, but longer shells. They are really sandblasting away here. Well, the interceptors are doing a pretty good job. These are the amphibious ones. Ooh, and they are popping down to take out the strongholds VLMs. Alright, we got the right side towards the enemy here, and we can see that this stronghold is looking pretty sad indeed. 73%, but now that we maneuvered with the right side towards the enemy, I think it's much less of a chance that the Fred is actually losing this one battle. Which would be very sad, because it's of course built to take on the stronghold, even though it has only half the materials. So, we'll of course need to run more battles before we can reach some kind of final results. Ooh! It looks like this stronghold is only firing blanks. Ooh, only firing blanks, my guy. That's a sad sight to see. What can we do about that? Says the stronghold. And, well, you should have had some more repairs. Oh no, the sad fox thing is sitting there in his loneliness and crying. Poor thing, not even a chair to sit on. Well, I guess we should put him out of his misery. And, like, seriously, does the stronghold... The stronghold doesn't have any weapon, right? Oh, we do, it does have a weapon. But if it has torpedoes, that's the only thing I'm remotely worried about. Because my anti-missile missiles generally seem to be able to take out these. Let's just see if they're still online, and they are. Fred is at 90% still. Yeah, I think we can conclude that the Fred is going to win this battle. we will move on to the next battle, because we haven't seen any type of damage coming into the thread in a while. The stronghold isn't outputting anything. Ooh, but there are torpedoes, because the torpedoes, they are the only thing that can damage us. And it's interesting that it's still online after all this time. The torpedoes. Ooh, but okay, we get a pretty good focus on this this torpedo here, so I don't think it's gonna go there. Our kinetic seaway systems are still online too. So yeah, that's pretty good for us indeed. Yeah, nothing is getting through. The stronghold really needs the crams to overwhelm our defenses and take them out. Because if it's only the torpedoes or only the missiles left, our active defenses actually deal with them. So we'll do another battle. And by the way, this is why you should preview your location. Alright. Maybe like that. I think this is a good location. Okay, good. We're gonna increase the 3,000 meters and just click start. Alright, ships are loaded in. And this time I think we're gonna stay with the thread a little bit for this first volley here. So here we are. We're locking in here. We're coming in. Ooh, that cram volley completely missed. Very interesting. So now, okay, we're turning and turning. We can see our jets are helping to turn a little bit there too. They're going pretty low today. Why are their jets low like that? Because they are... No. They are online. Okay. I think it's going a little bit lower when we're low. Okay, oh my god. Whew. Our lambs took out that volley. But here comes another one. Couldn't get... What? Wow, that's just a scratch. Okay, we got that volley. I think that our anti-torpedo defenses are working so much better on deep water. I cannot see the torpedoes at all. And Stronghold is down at 95 and their thread is at 99.9. Alright. Well, we're gonna fly in with this volley here. We can see our turning thruster crams. Ooh, they kind of went for the superstructure there. And this is why we want to have high superstructures, because the enemy can aim at them all they want and they're not gonna deal any substantial damage to anything. Of course, our kinetic seaway system, it's pretty useful. It's a pretty good one. That has to be said. Excuse me. But now they couldn't get through, so that's nice for us. Okay, let's see here. What are our active defenses doing here? They're popping in there. Yeah, they're really... Oh, yeah, okay. The torpedo just got executed by our Super Cav Civs diff guns there. I know Scoobyrocks said he didn't really like diff guns, but I sneaked in some Civs diff guns underwater because we really needed to we really needed to take out those big torpedoes, and I think that or I know that our captain Scoobyrocks is pretty happy with that. So, you know. But yeah, diff guns only as a complete defense, like, you know, secret advisors, wooden monstrosities. You know, that's... It turns to a point when it's not just fun anymore. It's just a weird concept. Okay, now I got teleported there because I wanted to lock onto another torpedo. Alright, there we go. Kinetic Civs, Flag Civs is still online. That's pretty cool. Ooh, wow. Yeah, those medium amphibious systems I got, they're pretty strong, man. I'm happy that my Flag Civs is still online though, because that one is usually the thing that's first to go. But anyways, Fred class is down to 98.9%. So slightly more than 1% damage. And the stronghold is down to 83. Yes, this is what I saw in my tests. This is what I like to see. Man. Yes, okay. We're definitely... I don't see us losing this. You know, we really checked the results earlier in the last build video, you know? But I wanted a proper best of 3 to kind of, I don't know, commemorate and celebrate the release of the Fred class Battlecruiser to the public. It's of course built specifically for Captain Scoobyrocks, who's our captain in the army of Gmodism, which means he's supporting us every month, which is absolutely fantastic and generous. But we usually do release the stuff to the public, the builds for the commissioned officers, so that things can, you know, people can look at them and see this is a real cool build. This is built after Fred's. The Fred is built after Captain Scoobyrocks specifications, and if you want to and are able to support the channel at that level, I could do something similar for you in the army of Gmodism, as we have our fun little roleplay thing here, because, you know, roleplay is fun. I like my roleplay. By the way, I don't know if I told you this before, but I have a cool plan for some future streams. I want to play some RPG games, and I want to be completely in character when I do this. And when I'm doing this, it's gonna be on Twitch, of course. I will have your chat as my internal thoughts, and I'm going to use those internal thoughts to help me take decisions, or if they're real weird and doesn't fit the character, I'm just gonna say I got a real weird, for some weird reason, just thoughts popping into my head, and just kind of bake it into, sorry for my camera work right now, but I'm just gonna bake it into the experience of that role-playing session. And I'm sure someone else has done this before, because everyone has always done something before. But I thought it was a cool idea, and I have personally not seen it before, so I'm gonna do that on Twitch. Do stay tuned there. You know, as with the videos, I haven't been streaming this last week very much, but I will of course come back with my effort. I'm very happy that the AoG dome is online, because it uses belt-fed autoloaders, which means I can't have emergency ejection defuses, nor can I have I can't have any type of safety system. You know, if a little frag hits that thing, it's frag shells, by the way, it's gonna blow. Like, the dome is gonna blow hard. So I'm really happy that that 800 RPM cannon is still completely and fully online, and is just spreading its toxic needle frags all over the place. The poor thing is sitting here once again without a share. Poor thing. Oh, that's a sad cram shell if I ever saw one. Wow, I didn't know it could fire. Oh, it's only farm piece. That's what's happening if you fire without a barrel. Wow. Okay, the stronghold is down to 71%, and the Fred is still. Fred. Oh no, I'm sorry. What's? God damn it. The Fred is still at 98.9. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing indeed. You know, I don't really know. You know, Scoobyrocks named the ship Fred. That's the Fred class Battlecruiser right here. I wonder why we're on slow motion now. Did we accidentally slow down time? What's happening? Why is it in slow motion? Something must be lagging. That's probably the only reason I can see. In any case, because I tried my unless. In any case, the Fred class Battlecruiser, it has kind of a male name, yeah, but ships are usually called by like ships are female for some reason. I don't know why. It's just the way things are. So when you're talking about a ship, you usually talk about her. But since it's named Fred, I'm not really sure if is Fred still a her because it's a ship, or does a ship suddenly become a he if the name of the ship is, you know, I don't know, basically. In any case, so I found out while we were slow motion, I accidentally pressed some button and you know, took down the window. I should actually press my little gaming button so that I can't press the Windows key when I'm gaming. I have such a key on my keyboard, I just don't use it. But in any case, when I filled around with that, I accidentally switched my keyboard to Japanese input. And when you switch from Swedish input to Japanese input, all of the keys kind of move. So I was pressing minus and plus, and you know, when you switch that type of input, it's just other keys. So it just became weird. In any case, that's that. Stronghold doesn't have any ability to shoot back as does it seems, and it's down to 68%. So we must definitely conclude that the Stronghold is losing this best of 3 battle, considering that the Fred is up to 99% now again because of its repair bot. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, sorry about that sound, but anyways, that's basically that. We have our results, and we can happily conclude that the Stronghold indeed gets beaten by the Fred class Battlecruiser every time, and that's pretty cool because in all my testings, online and offline, the Fred has never lost. So go download the ship and you know, check out what I built for Scoobyrocks here and test it against the Stronghold yourself and see if it loses. Question is, does it lose against 2 Strongholds? You know what? It should. But we need to try. This is just insane. We're really encroaching a little bit on what my system even can do. But man, like, it's gonna lag a little bit, I think. Oh man, that volley, look at that. That's, oh, ha ha ha. Ooh, full hit. We instantly lost 3%. Yeah, wow, okay. Double barrage. I can't expect it to win this, that would be too crazy. Anyways, we're gonna lock ourselves onto here. See, did they take out any serious systems with the first volley? It seems they didn't actually, that's good. Alright, in any case, I just want to take this moment to not only thank Captain Scoobyrocks for supporting, but also... Oh, no. Poor thing. This is scary though. But also, oh no. Also supporting our other... Also mentioning the other people who are supporting the channel, and that's our YouTube members, which is Elevated Gmodist Hallofo, Elevated Gmodist Judistra Arcana, and Stellar Gmodist LCG Canyon Sahad. And for, oh no, look at that torpedo, this is scary. And for our commissioned officers in the army of Gmodism, we of course have Cadet Shark 93, Cadet Robert, Lieutenant LCG Canyon, Lieutenant Tyler Russ, Lieutenant Powered by Greed, Lieutenant Asteria, Commander Eugene, and Captain Scoobyrocks. Isn't that quite amazing? Thanks a lot for supporting the channel every month. It very much helps me be able to do YouTube more and more, and hopefully better quality and more consistently. So, here we are. What is happening here? The Fred Battlecruiser is down to 86.5%. The lambs can't really keep up with two volleys. That's just insane, man. Oh, look at those torpedoes. You know, worth a shot. This is 700k versus 2.8 million. It's almost 3 million. This is an unfair battle if I ever saw one. Look at that poor thing. 1 minute and 30 seconds in. Yeah, we're not gonna win this. We are picking up a few percentages off. They are really tight here. Look at this, I don't know, sisters in crime. Man. They have double lambs too. I would almost expect that our crime overwhelming tactic does not work against 2 strongholds. They're pretty vicious. Their Fred is down to 66%. Man, okay, yeah. We're not gonna win this thing. I would have been pretty shocked if we could beat 2 of them, because that would just be completely insane. Ooh, but not at 700k. Now that's a challenge for you. A lot of you was very skeptical that I would be able to build a thing that could beat this stronghold with only half its material. But of course we can't build 2 strongholds. That's only like a quarter of the materials. That's insane. Well, maybe that's a challenge for you if you want one. But in any case, thanks a lot for everyone who's supporting the channel, and special thanks to Captain Scoobyrocks, and go into the description and download the AoG CC Fred class Battlecruiser for yourself. Try it out against the stronghold to see if you can make it loose, and try it out against your own ships at a similar cost and see how they fare against it. So, with that said, thanks a lot to everyone who is supporting and liking the videos and everything like that. And I do really hope that you enjoyed this little video, and excuse me for not really being very good at like content this week, but I really had to focus on some other stuff, so I couldn't really find some time to make some videos for you all, but today I was able to. And of course the Slabman challenge is coming pretty soon. No surprise, the strongholds, they won, but well, 4-1 in terms of material. That's hard to beat. Beating double. Okay, I shouldn't repeat myself, so I'll just say thanks a lot for watching this video. I'll see you next time. This is your host Gmodism, and I'm signing out.